saw me cry. I learned to do it in the dark alone. Nobody saw me cry. I kept the breaking hidden and the hurting unknown, but God saw me. God saw every tear. Nobody saw me cry, but He was there. I am the one who holds it all together for the rest. The strong one in the room, the one who passes every test. I have sat beside the broken, and I've spoken peace to them, but nobody ever asked me how I was doing. And when I got home and closed the door at night, I fell apart. Every smile I wore in public was a mask around my heart. I cried in the shower so nobody heard the sound, and I swept the broken pieces up before the morning came around. But there is one who never needed me to hold it all in place, who saw through every performance and still met me face to face. No, nobody saw me cry. I learned to do it in the dark alone. Nobody saw me cry. I kept the breaking hidden and the hurting unknown, but God saw me. God saw every tear. Nobody saw me cry, but He was there. I have spoken to the ones who look the strongest in the crowd, the ones who never ask for help and never cry out loud. And every one of them has told me in the quiet and the still that the weight of always being strong has nearly made them ill. There's a loneliness that lives behind the capable face, a silence that nobody hears because nobody makes the space for the strong to fall apart, for the leader to confess that underneath the confidence is someone in distress. But there is one who sees behind the face we wear for others, who holds the ones who hold the world and calls them sons and daughters. No, nobody saw me cry. I learned to do it in the dark alone. Nobody saw me cry. I kept the breaking hidden and the hurting unknown, but God saw me. God saw every tear. Nobody saw me cry, but He was there. So tonight I lay the mask down at the feet of the one who has never once required me to pretend that I am done with the struggle and the weight of what I carry every day. I am broken in His presence, and that finally feels okay, because the God who made me knows the face behind the face, and He loves the one that's hidden with the same relentless grace. You have recorded each one in your book. Every tear, you saw every tear.
You were never crying alone.
He saw, he sees, he holds every tear.
Nobody saw me cry.
I learned to do it in the dark alone.
Nobody saw me cry.
I kept the breaking hidden and the hurting unknown. But God saw me.
God saw every tear.
Nobody saw me cry, but He was there. So to the strong one reading this, who has not let anyone in, who has been carrying alone what was too heavy to begin, you are allowed to fall apart. You are allowed to need. And the God who saw your tears is the God who will provide indeed. He saw me cry, every tear. He was there. The one who walked away was the one I would have died for any day. The one who walked away left a silence where their name used to stay. But God remained. We built something I thought would last forever and a day. Said the words that people say when forever feels that way. And then one morning something shifted in the space between us, and the distance grew so fast. There was no reaching through it. In my mind, searching for the things I missed, the sign I failed to find. But the truth is some departures have no reason that makes sense, and the leaving leaves a wound that has no clear defense. But I am learning slowly that the one who stays with me is the one who was already there before I thought to see. The one who walked away was the one I would have died for any day. The one who walked away left a silence where their name used to stay. But God remained. God remained. When the one who walked away walked away. I have sat with the abandoned, sat with the divorced, with the ones whose closest friend became a stranger in the course of a season and a falling up that no one saw was coming. And the wound that leaves is not believing but the running, because the one who leaves takes something of yourself along, something you gave freely in the trusting, and it's gone. And the rebuilding of that trust is the longest kind of road, and the loneliness of aftermath is its own particular load. But I am finding slowly that the one who condemn the one who left or curse the road they took, but to tell you there is life beyond the closing of that book. Because the chapter that felt final was not the final one, and the God who writes your story has not put down his pen. And the love that felt irreplaceable, I will not lie, it hurt, but there is a love more faithful underneath the dirt. Even if my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me, he will take me in. Even if the closest ones depart and break me, the Lord will receive me, he will take me in. He remains when everyone else walks away. He remains the one who walked away. Oh, was the one I would have died for any day. The one who walked away, left a silence where the name used to stay. But God remained. God remained when the one who walked away walked away. So to everyone who's sitting in the silence of the leaving, to everyone still breathing through the grief of being gone, the one who never leaves is in the room with you this evening, and he will walk you through this. One more step, one more on. God remains. He always remains. He never walks away. Starting over with nothing is still starting. It is still a start. Starting over with nothing. God can build a kingdom from a broken heart. I have nothing left, but I have him. Starting over with nothing, I begin again. I have stood in the wreckage of the life I used to live, counted what remained and found there was nothing left to give. The business that I built was gone, the savings and the plan, and I stood there in the ruins as a humble, broken man. I used to think that what I owned was evidence of worth, that the measure of a man was what he gathered on this earth. But the stripping of it all became the beginning of a truth, that the only thing worth having is the thing that death can't move. And with nothing in my hands, I found the only solid ground was the God who was still standing when everything fell down. Starting over with nothing is still starting. It is still a start. Starting over with nothing. God can build a kingdom from a broken heart. I have nothing left, but I have him. Starting over with nothing, I begin again. I met the man who lost his job at 53, who sat across from younger men and begged for dignity. I met the woman who rebuilt from absolute disgrace, who found Gave them something that the years of plenty never could. A clarity of purpose and a knowing of the good. That when the scaffolding of everything you built has fallen, what remains is who you are. And that is worth installing. Starting
Over with nothing.
is still starting. It is still a start. Starting over.
Starting over with nothing.
God can build a kingdom from a broken heart. I have nothing left, but I have Him. Starting over with nothing, I begin again. So I pick up what remains, which is not as little as it seems. I still have breath and faith and a God who still redeems. I still have the testimony of the road that brought me here, and the wisdom of a man who lost it all and lost the fear, because the fear left with the things I thought I could not live without. And what remained when everything was stripped away was not in doubt. It was the presence of a God who does not leave when life gets bare. And the starting over with Him is the only start worth having anywhere. He makes all things new. He makes all things new. Behold, the old is gone. He makes all things new.
Not patching up the broken.
He makes all things new.
A new creation standing.
Where the ruins stood, He makes all things starting
Over
all
with nothing.
It's still starting, it is still a start. Starting
Over
all
with nothing.
God can build a kingdom from a broken heart.
I have nothing left.
But I have Him.
Starting over
With nothing, I begin again. So if today you're standing in the nothing of a life undone, if you're counting what remains and finding very little, none, know that God has worked with nothing since before the world began. And what He does with nothing is the most remarkable of plans. Starting over with nothing, I begin again. I am not the worst night of my was for the others who had managed to confess before they fell as far or stayed as long in the descent, and that the depth of my mistake had made me permanent. But something broke the sentence and the name I wore for years. When the voice of God spoke over me and drowned the name in tears. I am not what I did. I am not the worst night of my life. I am not what I did. I am not the sum of every wrong and every fight. I am who He says I am, and He says I am redeemed. That I am not what I did. I have sat with men in prison who believed they were the crime, who could not separate the deed from the person at the time. Who looked into the mirror and saw only what they'd done, and couldn't find the child inside who once stood in the sun. I have sat with women carrying the weight of their mistakes, who built a life of penance out of their own heartbreaks. But there is a God who separates the sinner from the sin, who removes the wrong as far as east is far from where west begins. And what He separates, He does not bring back to your name. You are not your failure. You are not your guilt and shame. I am not what I did. I am not the worst night of my life. I am not what I did. I am not the sum of every wrong and every fight. I am who He says I am, and He says I am redeemed. I am not what I did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I speak a different name over the face I see. The name the Father gave me before the failing came to be. Chosen, loved, redeemed, called, held, known, set apart. These are the names that live now in the center of my heart. And when the old name tries to come back in the night, I speak the new name louder. I hold it to the light, because I am not defined by what I could not overcome alone. I am defined by what He did and what He calls His own. There is therefore now no condemnation like home. When you've lived inside the shadow for so long, when the darkness feels like home, and the light feels like a danger, not a song. He is in the dark with you. You are not as lost as you believe. When the darkness feels like home, I know what it is to wake and not want to wake, to feel the morning as a burden too heavy to take, to dress and move and speak and function through the day, while the inside of your living is slowly turning gray. I am not speaking from a distance. I have been in that room where the curtains stay drawn and the hours feel like gloom, where you can't explain the weight to anyone outside, because the words don't carry what is dying on the inside. But I found someone who could sit inside the dark with me, who didn't need the lights on to be fully present, fully. When the darkness feels like home, when you've lived inside the shadow for so long, when the darkness feels like home, and the light feels like a danger, not a song. He is in the dark with you. You are not as lost as you believe. When the darkness feels like home. The Psalms were written by a man who knew this kind of night, who wrote from caves and hiding in the failure of the fight. He said, my soul is cast down, he said the waters roar, and yet he wrote the same psalm to the God he still adored. That is the most human book in all the scriptures frame, a man who fell apart in public and who praised God just the same. Not because the darkness left, but because God was in it too. And the praise that comes from darkness is the deepest kind of true. And I found that in the darkness something grew that light had missed, a dependence and a tenderness, a God I had not kissed. Oh, when the darkness feels like home, oh, and you've lived inside the shadow for so long, when the darkness feels like home, and the light feels like a danger, not a song. He is in the dark with you. You are not as lost as you believe. When the darkness feels like home. To rush toward the light before you're ready. I am only telling you that you don't have to be steady to be held. You don't have to be fixed to be loved. You don't have to be better to be known by the God above. Just let him in the dark. Just let him sit beside you there. He has been darker places than the ones you cannot bear. He went into the tomb, he knows what 3 days feels like in the ground. And he came out, and he is the reason there is coming out. Even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as the day to you. The darkness and the light are both alike to you. You are there, you are there. In the darkness, you are there. You never left the dark, you were already there. When the darkness feels like home, when you've lived inside the shadow for so long. When the darkness feels like home, and the light feels like a danger, not a song. He is in the dark with you. You are not as lost as you believe. When the darkness feels like home. So tonight, if you are lying in the dark and cannot rise, know that you are seen by the one who made the skies. And he is not waiting at the edge of your despair for you to move. He is already in the room, and he is already here with you. He is in the dark with you. You are not as lost as you believe. When the darkness feels like home. I know what it is to wake and not want to wake, to feel the morning as a burden, too heavy to take, to dress and move and speak and function through the day, while the inside of your living is slowly turning gray. I am not speaking from a distance. I have been in that room where the curtains stay drawn and the hours feel like gloom, where you can't explain the weight to anyone outside, because the words don't carry what is dying on the inside. But I found someone who could sit inside the dark with me, who didn't need the light so to be fully present.
No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. I have a wound that would not close. I have carried it through every season that I know. A wound that would not close. And I stopped pretending that I'm healed a long time ago. But the God who sees the wound has not abandoned what is broken in me. A wound that would not close, but he still holds me. There are wounds that people see, and there are wounds no one can find, the kind that live so deep inside. They've made a home in the mind. I have smiled through mine for years and answered fine when asked, and the wound kept doing what wounds do beneath the mask. Some things happened to me that I have not spoken in full, in rooms where trust was broken by a hand that should have been full of protection. And the healing from that kind of wound is long. And anyone who tells you just forgive and move along has never sat inside the kind of dark that does not lift, or carried what I carry, or known what it is to rift. I have a wound that would not close. I have carried it through every season that I know. A wound that would not close, and I stopped to Jesus in the night. Thomas, who refused to believe without the proof of sight, who put his hand inside the wound that still remained in Jesus, even after resurrection, even after all the pieces of the broken world were mended. The wounds of the cross remain, not as proof of failure, but as proof that God has named the suffering as something He has carried in His own flesh. And the God who bears the wound is the God who makes things fresh. He does not ask you to forget what cost you everything. He only asks to be the one who walks you through the healing. I have a wound that would not close. I have carried it through every season that I know. A wound that would not close. And I stopped pretending that I'm healed a long time ago. But the God who sees the wound has not abandoned what is broken in me. A wound that would not close, but He still holds me. I am still in the healing, and I may be there for years, and I have made my peace with the pace of the process and the tears, because the pressure to be fixed before I'm ready is the enemy of the actual healing that is happening in me. So I will not rush what God is doing in the wounded place. I will bring the open wound into His presence and His grace, and trust that what He touched at Calvary He can touch again, and that the wound that will not close will one day close. Amen. By His stripes we are healed, by His wounds our wounds are held. By His stripes, by His blood He was broken so the broken could be made whole. He carried every wound, He knows the name of yours. By His stripes we are healed. I have a wound that would not close. I have carried it through every season that I know. A wound that would not close. And I stopped pretending that I'm healed a long time ago. But the God who sees the wound has not abandoned what is broken in me. A wound that would not close, but He still holds me. So today I bring the wound, I bring it open and undone. I am not hiding it from you, you see it, everyone. And I trust that what your hands have touched will not remain the same. And the wound that would not close will close in Jesus' name. The wound that would not close, He sees it, He holds me still.